Good day, and today we will be talking about what is a shaman. So stay tuned. The oldest system of healing in the world is the shared international tradition of shamanism. We see remnants of this tradition in ancient caves worldwide, suggesting that these caves were used as a ritual tool to transform young men into the adult male hunting party. These ceremonies were done to test courage and to ensure a successful hunt that meant survival for their tribe. This is also the first evidence we have of sympathetic magic. Through science, we know that athletes who rehearse a positive goal result in their mind first is a crucial part of their success. The dark cave represents the womb with the capacity for rebirth and a need to overcome one's fears to be reborn as a man. Hunting was a necessary and dangerous occupation. Shamans, or men who heal, were also our first artists, and some of these cave images are extraordinarily sophisticated. It is from this tradition that our modern form of healing has been derived. The shaman's work has developed into 4 different occupations that represent 4 different elements. This is a mandala by Jung in the shape of a medicine wheel representing the 4 elements. We also see these patterns in other world religions, European alchemy, the archetypes of Merlin and the wise old man or woman. So in modern times, the role of the earlier shaman is now accomplished by the talents of 4 different professional occupations. Priests represent the mind or air element and are the ones who write and honor the holy books. The physical doctor represents the body or earth element and are those people who heal our bodies. The therapist represents the heart or water element and are those people who heal our hearts and emotions. And the psychic or visionary aspect, which is also the spiritual and fire element, are those who guide us through invisible challenges and are catalysts for healing. The word shaman comes from an ancient Russian Siberian word meaning one who sees. Yet it is a worldwide tradition with many cultural and indigenous variations. A shaman is essentially a mediator between the human and the divine. His tools are his trances and sacred objects that he creates, the drum, his costumes and dance rituals that tell a story with symbols and chants that have magical meaning. A shaman's key ability was to transcend the material world through altered mental states in which they could retrieve vital information for a person's healing. This ceremony was commonly known as soul retrieval, meaning that lost vitality could be restored to that person. Apathy, depression, illness, low energy, confusion, or trauma all indicated a loss of soul. Finding a way out of these negative emotions is often beyond most people's rational powers. An illness prepares the individual to meet with his soul on numinous ground. Only when he experiences the infinite in his own life does he find genuine meaning and the key to his healing. The shaman begins his spirit journey by seeking to balance his rational perceptions with intuitive insight. A ritualized healing story would be dramatized for the person's benefit during the ceremony. The shaman knows that the secret to health is a conscious balance. Thus, art becomes a living performance of the visionary realm, revealed and made known through performance. Shamans were also our first dramatists and created early theater. The shaman's life was devoted to the welfare of his tribe, and he could find game for food, speak with the plant kingdom for healing herbs, understand complicated emotional or spiritual challenges for individuals, and was considered a wise man in his tribe. He could connect with his ancestors, the animal kingdom, climate, nature spirits, and the larger cosmos. Often a shaman was chosen from a special family lineage, but sometimes a person would go through a spontaneous experience known as the dark night of the soul. The apprentice shaman had to confront death and descend into hell and experience the world tree to awaken to the true nature of reality. The world tree is also known as the tree of life, as described in the Bible, the mystic Hebraic Kabbalah, or the Scandinavian Yggdrasil. Artists often portray this tree in their vision work, and this experience gave the shaman access to different numinous levels. A powerful and wise shaman helped to ensure the security, sustenance, and prosperity of his peoples. In modern times, we are ruled by the goddess Reason, who rules primarily in the material world. Many of us have lost touch with our inner self. We need to listen to our heart more and embrace nature and the numinous worlds. Illness slows down our life and draws us inward, preparing us to meet our unconscious, and this is the beginning of the visionary journey, or an invitation to what Carl Jung called individuation. In the modern world, 75 to 90% of people who come to a healthcare facility for treatment in the West come because of emotional or psychological stress seeking relief. Traditional shamanism defended life, fertility, health, growth, and happiness against the world of darkness, disease, crisis, and chaos. In modern astrology, the shaman's work is often referred to as Chiron, or the wounded healer. Today, with the invention of AI, we are asking ourselves more and more, what exactly does it mean to be human? My answer is twofold. It is our free will to act above instinct and our ability to connect with the divine consciously that distinguish us from the animal kingdom. We have a powerful gift of divine creativity that we must learn to use wisely. Everything we think, say, and do has repercussions for us, our loved ones, and the greater society in which we live. We can learn to transform pain and suffering into personal power and create order from chaos, but only with greater awareness. We can wait for a trauma to happen, or we can proactively negate it through inspiration, appreciation, dance, and loving joy. This joie de vivre can become part of one's regular life. Know that you are the person with the true power to heal yourself. Your doctor or therapist act as a catalyst and guide to help you discover more of your own innate power to heal and find that ability to transform your life for the better. And thank you so much for watching.